Well, today we have a Here's to Him collection from Hunkydory, and I'll be showing you what is in that. And this is one of the cards that Kathy has done for us. So that's a Z fold. It's got an angle and lots of cars racing. So please come play with us. Well, let me tell you a little bit about what's in the collection. This is the toppers. There are 4 of them, and they are titled. So this is Adventure Awaits, and I'll be showing you every single one of them. On the Move, let's see, this is Only the Finest, and this is You're My Number One. So you get 4 of them. They each have a sheet of foiled die-cut toppers and then 2 sheets of printed cardstock. So all of these are an A4 size. And then we also have the Here's to Him little book. And as you know, these are always really thick babies. This has got 120 sheets. There are 20 different designs. You're going to get 6 sheets of each, and I'll be showing you those also. So what Kathy has done in this webisode is that all of the cards are made using the cardstock. So in this collection, let me show you all of them. As I said, you can make at least 2 cards, at least. So this is Only the Finest. So we have some gifts and kind of a mannequin dressed very formally. Got some tags. We've got some other little pieces, and then more of the greetings. And let me see. We also have, so this is one of the cardstocks. In fact, this is the one that Kathy used, but then there's another one that is foiled. So that collection, the foiled die cuts, the printed cardstock, the foiled cardstock, that's in all 4 of the sets. Okay, so that works nicely. And what Kathy did through this is she used the printed cardstock, or you could use the foiled cardstock, as her card base. So because she wanted to get a 5 by 6.5 inch card, she measured, and on all of them, she's doing this from the lower right-hand corner, because that's often where an image is. In fact, I think on all 4 of these. So you can see that right here, so she just measured out 10 inches by 6.5, scored it in the middle at 5 inches, and folded it. Now you get a white interior. And that's what she's done with all of them. Now, I do want to tell you that these will fit our 10 envelopes, so we're not leaving you hanging in any way, shape, or form. And another thing that you'll find handy in all of these is the scoreboard. This is also by Hunkydory. So you simply take it, and then measuring up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, after you've cut your piece, just put it in. You've got the bone folder attached, so you're not going to lose it. Just works out very nicely. Now, these aren't cheap, but you do use it for the rest of your life, so that's nice. So what she has done is created her card, just like I said, and then she went into this piece, and she just popped out the center. Now, as you know, Hunkydory will very often have 3 pieces. The outside 2 she didn't use, so you've got those for later. And she simply foam taped it right there. The 2 tags, so you've got 2 of them. This is Only the Finest for Someone So Wonderful, and then this little packages. She glued one down and foam taped the other, and then she went into our gold and silver ribbons and simply took one of the ribbons, tied it, and zotted it in place. These are just right below that piece. Now, I did have to look to where she found the many happy returns, and it was from another set that's called On the Move, and I'll be showing you that in a minute. So just a little tip, you can mix and match, so that's going to work. Now, so what you have, so you use this one, and that's all you've used at this point. So you've got a lot left. On the inside, now here is where she went into the little book. And she pulled out, because this is a birthday, she pulled out all of them that had presents. So those are the 3. Let me get that up for you. And let me just show you what she did. So you can see this big present right here. So she just cut out around them and glued that down. And then she cut out this piece I think she left the coffee cup in there because she then went back and cut out another one. Again, you get 6 of each one. So there's this grouping of packages, and then there's that extra package right here. And then down here, there is this piece. So she glued that, she cut that out and glued it right here. And then she took another of the foil die cuts. She kind of did it at an angle, and I think she did that because it's similar to that package, and she didn't want it to look just really angular. So she just kind of tipped that at an angle. Birthday Wishes is also foam taped. These two are foam taped in place. And so that just worked for her inside. I thought it was a very clever way to do it. Now, if you don't want to do that cutting, you could certainly just put that, maybe trim it down a little bit, and then put that same foiled topper in place. So your choice, whatever you like. But you have all of those, so we'll set those aside. So that is our first card. Now, the second card, let me bring it in here, looks like this. So this is from the You're My Number One. Yes, You're My Number One. So here it is. And in this case, let me show you the toppers to begin with. So you have golf clubs, you've got just sports equipment, kind of just a little bag. You've got more of the, I'm going to call those tags, they're arches. You've got number one guy, you've got a border, and you also have this that she did not use, and then she did use the foiled one. Okay, so in this is, she's calling it a fold back card. I kind of call it an S card, but you get to call it whatever you want, okay? Now in this, she again measured out 10 inches and she scored it at 2.5 from the left, and then 5 inches. So again, it's going to be a 5 by 6.5 inch card. And then she folded this first score line in a mountain and the second one in a valley. So it's going to go right like that, okay? So she has this foiled and this is foiled. Now, what she did, and I can completely understand why, I was kind of thinking, now why is that at an angle? And here, like I said, there's what she's using. But I think because this one is going at an angle, she wanted to have kind of a matching or kind of the opposite angle. So that's what she did. And again, you're only going to foam tape the left-hand side of it to put it on the left-hand piece of this. Number one guy is foam taped right there, works beautifully. Then as you open this up, you end up having 3 panels. So what the lady did, let me find them. Where are you? Goodness. Okay, oh, I know why. Okay, this is from that same set that we had a minute ago. So here is that sheet. So she cut this piece out, she cut the coffee cup out, and she cut out this one, the gold one. So those 3 she used in that first card, but she also used in this middle section. So it's kind of narrow, but it worked well, I thought. And then she's got these 2, the arch pieces, glued and foam taped again with a zodded little piece. Now the happy birthday comes from, yes, the Birthday Dazzles. There are 3 pieces in here, brown, white, and gold. And so the happy birthday, she is also placed at an angle. Now right here, it's got Top Dad. Now that is also on the sheet of foiled die cuts. So that's going to, now the day kind of peeks out a little bit, but I think it just kind of leads you into the card. So if you don't want that, you might choose just to reposition it, okay? So that's going to work. Now, let me show you the next. So notice those 2 cards are different. So she's going to give us yet another one. And this is a Z-fold, is what she's calling it. And it is a larger one. Now, it also has 3 panels, but this first panel is the largest. unlike the one that we just had, where the back panel was the largest. So it's a little bit divided a little bit differently. Okay, now this is being used out. Let me show you the toppers. And this is out of the Adventure Awaits. So in the Adventure Awaits, you've got backpacking, you've got fishing down here, on your retirement, Adventure Awaits, Happy Father's Day, so lots of things that you can use. Now, in this case, she chose to go with the fishing. Again, right-hand side. This piece is not foiled. Let me show you the one that is, and that's the backpacking. Okay, so what she did is she took this piece, she measured a little differently. This time it goes 6.5 inches and it is 11 inches long. So almost the whole sheet. What I also like, and I just want to point this out, see how she's got that little white edge at the top? So she didn't start down here. She kind of went up a little bit. So you might just take, oh, I would say the bottom, maybe, it's not quite a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch. Trim that off and then start measuring for your card if you want that topper. So this is going to be 11 inches by 6.5. Then she scored at 4 inches. And our scoring always comes from the left. 4 inches and it's 7 inches. Like before, the first one is a mountain and the second one is a valley fold. And they just fold one on top of the other. Now with Hunkydories, their cardstock is very heavy, so you really want to score it and then you really want to go over it with your bone folder. So that's going to work nicely. Now what she did with this is to take the piece that's got the backpack and the fishing and all of that. So just that piece, she foam taped it. Now she let that go at an angle. And then, so I'm looking around, so where did she get these? Okay, well, let me show you. She got them out of, let's see, these two pieces. I'm trying to get it into the screen for you. Okay, so there you go. So the fishing line is right here. The camera is right here. So she let that go at an angle and just let the camera rest down there. Now again, you're going to have 3 pieces. So we've got this image that's taking up that area. However, she added a thermos to it. She added that thermos. I thought that was cute. Now, for this section, she wanted 3 pieces. So she's got the foiled topper, Adventure Awaits. And so she cut out the hat. It's right there. And she cut out the boots. It's right there. So you can just kind of, so the things that are resting on this horizon line, we've got the camera, we've got the fishing line, we've got the boots, we also have the thermos. So all of those are right there. And I have a feeling she did that thermos because it was there. So you've got these. Then she's got this. Brother, hope your birthday is as amazing as I am. Now that's certainly from a sibling. And I thought, where did she get that? And I'm looking all over and looking all over. And then I noticed that in that little book, there is this sheet. And you're going to get 6 of them. And it's just got all of, for an uncle, for a boyfriend, father-in-law, nephew, any men, because this is here's to him. So she simply cut that out. You can see. And then she matted it on Hunkydory's Rich Mary, which we all love, and foam taped it in place. So there you go. Now again, that's peeking out a little bit. It might have been, she could have foam taped it more toward the score line, but then it wouldn't have been centered when you opened up your card. So that's your choice. So that worked out nicely. So that is her Z-fold card. Okay, I have one more, and that's the one that I showed you as we began. And let me bring this in so I can show you all the pieces. This is called On the Move, appropriately named. Now you get bicycles, you get ships, you get cars, you get a border, you get all kinds of foiled toppers. And you get this topper with this cardstock with the bicycle, which she did not use. And then you get this one that has my notes on it. Okay, let me pull these off. You never saw that. And so she's going to use this one. And it is foiled with those tread lines, okay? So that's fun. And this too, you're going to be working from, you know, the lower right-hand corner. And this is, she didn't, I guess it's just a zigzag card, okay, that work. Now for the zigzag card, it takes the whole sheet of the cardstock. So you're just going to do that. Then you measure 3 3/4 inches up from the left-hand side. And then draw a line from that point to that 7.5 inch score line right there. And draw a line and then cut it. And that's going to give you that Z, okay, when you fold it. So this is 4 inches, 7.5 inches, same thing, mountain fold, valley fold, just like that. Now, the other thing that happens with this is that this will be white, and you kind of don't want that to be white. So what she did is in an area that she cut off, she simply cut a piece to go right in there. So what you can do is cut a piece that's as wide as here, and then just glue it down and then just trim along the edge after you have it glued in place, and that way it will fit perfectly. And that way you've got the same color going all the way through your card. And once again, we have 3 panels. Okay, so what she did here is she went into that little book. So the little book and the toppers really play well together, as they usually do. And with this one, she cut out the blue and the red card, both of them. So the blue one is zooming down that angle, and it is going up a little bit above it, and the red one is over here. Now between them, she put this. Now it's not big enough to go the whole strip, so clever woman, she placed it and then glued the cars in place on top of them. So that way you've got, you know, you've got that going all over the card. And then this is the red one. Again, she just used the center, foam taped that. Now again, you want to make sure that lightening that, not have adhesive on it. So this is straight, that car's zooming the opposite direction. So that looks very, very car-ish. Then when she's got that covered, she just took one of the smaller ones, the little car, and foam taped it. So that works. We've got cars stacked. And then here she had, so she's got this car going this way and that one going that way. So that's happening in both areas. So that works well. Have a wheelie, W-H-E-E-L-I-E, great day, foam taped. This is foam taped with love. And then here is another one out of that same sheet, To an Amazing Sun. Also matted on the Rich Mary and foam taped right there. So you have got 3 styles of cards, which I thought was very clever of her to do, and a nice way of using that adorable scoreable cardstock that was in. Plus it shows you all 4 of the collections in the Here's to Him. And that way, if you don't have a car guy, which many of us do have car guys, you can always use the bicycle or you can use the collection. You've got lots of choices. And it's fun to have this set of relatives, male relatives. So in the little book, these are the ones that we did not use. So it's going to be the imagery that's in the toppers. Oh, there's a garden one, that's nice. But larger, and they are printed only on one side. That way the cutting out is easy. And that you have now seen all 20 of them. So to repeat, we have the 4 topper sets. They are sold as one unit, and it's called Here's to Him. And Here's to Him little book. So that works nicely. So these 2 are in the Money Saver on the right-hand side of your screen, as always. Yes, there are instructions down below for each of the cards, and yes, you can print them out, so that will work for you. If you are watching us on YouTube, we would like you to subscribe, like us, and then come on over to paperwishes.com. That way you can take advantage of the directions and you can see the product. If you want to buy it, it's sold separately, but we do have a money saver on the right-hand side that will save you a little bit of money, because we always like to watch out for your pocketbook. And would encourage you to leave a comment if you like. You can just scroll down below the website, go down, down, down. You can leave a comment if you like, so that would be nice. I want to thank Kathy for showing us a really fun and interesting way to use the topper sets and really taking advantage of that cardstock that's inside. And I want to thank you, most of all, for being part of our Paper Wishes family. We'll see you next time.